Hello everyone, Ryan here. So it's time for my June wrap-up, and I gotta admit, even though I wasn't able to read everything on my TBR list for the month of June, I still ended up reading a fair amount of books. And yeah, I don't know what it was. It seemed like every time I sat down to read something, I ended up having to stop and then go off and do something else. But I'll just go ahead and start with the first book here. Also happens to be the first one that I've won in a Goodreads giveaway. I also reviewed it already. It's Unnaturally Delicious by Jayson, Lusk, and of course it's nonfiction. It's all about the future of bioengineered food and agricultural technologies, and I believe I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. First half it was very interesting. Second half deals a lot with numbers, and so I'd imagine that numbers or math junkies would really like the second half. But yeah, if you want to check out my review of this, I'll of course provide a link to the review. So that was the first one. And second one I read, in which I would say I'm not entirely finished with, but I mean pretty much once by the time I upload this, I'll be finished with. It's a collection of short stories. It's called The Spot by David Means, and it's really interesting. Now I thought about doing a separate review for this, except I don't know. David Means' writing style, it's very unique. It's, I guess you could say, in a lot of ways it reminds me of James Joyce. It reminds me of Virginia Woolf. Reminds me of I don't know, pretty much any other author that employs that whole stream of consciousness type of writing. Except that with David Means, he's actually able to make a lot of his stories flow really well. In fact, a lot of them flow so well that, at least for me, most of the time I had to go back and I had to reread certain paragraphs just to make sure that I really understood what was going on. And that's not to say that he's not a good writer, because he is, but yeah, I don't know. Overall, I guess I would say it's unique. It's somewhat haunting, not in a scary way, but just in a unique way. So I don't know how else to put it. But yeah, I would give this 4 out of 5 stars, definitely. Right. So the next one I did read and I also reviewed, of course, is Ms. Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and I really like this book. Of course, I'll provide a link to my review of this. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I was surprised that a lot of people gave it bad reviews on Goodreads, but then I guess they were expecting something else. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely a good read. It's definitely different. If you like different, I do recommend it. And there is a movie version coming out in September, I believe, September or October. I already saw the trailer for it. I had actually never seen the complete trailer for it. Of course, I've noticed that they changed a lot of details, but that was pretty much expected. But I'm still looking forward to watching the movie. So, and next one, I'm pretty much almost done with. Again, by the time I upload this, I believe I'll definitely be finish reading it. It's Sex, Drugs, and Cocoa Puffs by Chuck Klosterman, and it's nonfiction. Chuck Klosterman is, I guess you could say, a writer of, I don't know, I guess you could say his style is kind of like, it's humorous and satirical, also, I guess you could say, slightly philosophical, and it's very interesting. I mean, during certain chapters, I actually laughed out loud because he has a way of finding humor in various aspects of society and also pop culture. He makes a lot of references to pop culture, such as reality TV, music, celebrities, and so I do recommend it if you're interested in if you want to read something that doesn't take itself too seriously. I definitely recommend it. I would definitely give it 4 out of 5 stars. Definitely. I would give it 5 stars, but mostly there are some, I guess you could say, some paragraphs that kind of seem to drag on a little bit. But then it is also, it's not an entirely new book from Chuck Klosterman, but I guess if I were to have read it during the same year that it came out, I would have been able to follow along a lot better, but I still laughed out loud nonetheless. So, Sex, Drugs, and Cocoa Puffs. And the next two I checked out from my local library, and they're graphic novels. Of course, I plan on reviewing them separately later on, maybe in another couple of days or so. But it's titled Madman Volume 1 and Volume 2. Of course, it's by Michael Allred. Or Allred. I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed this character, even though I never heard of him before. Of course, I like that it's called Madman. Originally, that's what drew me to it, just the title alone, Madman. But the character, he's very unique. He's funny, and I guess I would say, in a way, it kind of reminds me of the Marvel character Deadpool, except that it's not as violent. There's definitely a minimal amount of violence, but there's a lot more humor. I mean, I think as humorous as Deadpool is, or as humorous as Deadpool is supposed to be, I would say definitely this character, Madman, is a lot more funnier. Also because a lot of the jokes he makes are much more introspective, and so yeah, I don't know, but again, I'm going to review this separately, but I definitely enjoyed both volumes. I look forward to reading more. I believe there might be 2 or 3 more volumes of this character. So yeah, that'll do it for my June wrap-up. And again, wasn't able to read everything on my TBR list, but I'm still gonna try for the month of July. So yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I'll be posting my TBR for July later. I think I might wait about a day or so before I upload my July TBR. So yeah, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And thanks to everybody who's currently subscribed. I definitely appreciate it. And until next time, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace.